Hey there, welcome back. Today we're diving into something that weighs heavily on all of us, the fear of death. It's a fear that creeps into our minds and keeps us awake at night. But what if I told you that this fear isn't something we have to live with? In this video, we'll explore how to break free from the grip of this fear and start living fully in the present. Stick around as we unlock the power to overcome one of life's greatest uncertainties: quitting the need for external validation. In a world increasingly driven by likes, comments, and followers, the need for external validation has become deeply ingrained in our lives. Many of us unconsciously tie our sense of worth to the opinions and approval of others. This validation-seeking behavior can create an endless cycle of trying to please people or fit into societal expectations. However, during a spiritual awakening, highly spiritual souls begin to recognize the illusion of external validation and gradually let go of it. They realize that true worth and value are not determined by external opinions, but by an inner sense of self-awareness and self-acceptance. The realization that people's opinions often reflect their own internal world rather than an objective truth brings immense clarity. This shift allows one to step back from the constant chase for approval and embrace their inherent worth, independent of what others think. Letting go of this need does not mean becoming indifferent to relationships or feedback. Instead, it involves cultivating a deep understanding that personal happiness and self-worth come from within. By focusing on self-love and self-respect, spiritual individuals free themselves from the fear of rejection or judgment. This freedom brings profound inner peace and empowerment, enabling them to live authentically and confidently in alignment with their true selves. Letting go of material attachments. In modern society, material possessions are often equated with success and happiness. We are encouraged to accumulate more money, luxury items, and status symbols, believing they will bring fulfillment. However, during a spiritual awakening, highly spiritual souls begin to see through this illusion and understand the temporary nature of material things. They realize that true contentment cannot be found in objects, but lies in inner peace, meaningful relationships, and a deeper connection with life. Letting go of material attachments does not mean rejecting all possessions or living in poverty. Instead, it involves detaching from the belief that these items define who we are or determine our worth. Spiritual individuals come to appreciate that material things are tools to enhance life, not measures of success or happiness. They simplify their lives, decluttering their spaces, and shifting focus to experiences that nourish their souls. This shift brings a profound sense of freedom. By releasing the constant desire for more, they break free from societal pressures and consumerist traps. Joy is found in simplicity, nature, creativity, and genuine connections, rather than in fleeting material gains. This detachment from materialism opens space for gratitude, mindfulness, and a deeper appreciation for life's true abundance, fostering a sense of balance and alignment with their authentic selves. Releasing the need for control. The need for control is deeply rooted in the human desire for security and predictability. Many people feel the urge to meticulously plan and manage every aspect of their lives, believing that doing so will prevent failure, chaos, or disappointment. However, as spiritual awareness deepens, highly spiritual souls begin to understand that control is largely an illusion. Life is inherently unpredictable, and clinging to control only creates resistance to its natural flow. Releasing the need for control does not mean becoming passive or indifferent. Instead, it involves cultivating trust in the universe and the divine timing of life. Spiritual individuals learn to set intentions and take inspired action while letting go of rigid expectations for outcomes. They embrace the understanding that not everything can or should be managed, and that life often unfolds in ways that serve their growth in unexpected ways. This surrender brings profound peace and freedom. By relinquishing the desire to control every detail, they open themselves to the beauty of the unknown and the potential for growth and discovery. Trusting the process allows them to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. In this state, they become co-creators with the universe, aligned with its flow, and find that life often exceeds their expectations when they let go of the need to control it. Abandoning toxic relationships. Relationships are central to our lives, shaping our emotions, behaviors, and growth. However, not all connections are healthy or supportive. Toxic relationships, marked by negativity, manipulation, or lack of respect, can drain energy, hinder personal growth, and perpetuate emotional pain. As individuals embark on a spiritual journey, they become increasingly aware of the impact such relationships have on their well-being and begin the process of letting them go. Abandoning toxic relationships is not an easy task. It often involves releasing bonds with people we care about or have grown accustomed to. However, spiritual growth requires prioritizing self-respect, inner peace, and authenticity over obligations or fear of loneliness. Highly spiritual souls recognize that holding on to these connections out of guilt or comfort only perpetuates unhealthy patterns. As they distance themselves from toxicity, they create space for healthier, uplifting relationships. They seek connections that are grounded in mutual respect, support, and shared values, relationships that encourage growth and align with their higher selves. Letting go of toxic relationships is an act of self-love and courage. It allows individuals to reclaim their energy, establish boundaries, and focus on nurturing their emotional and spiritual well-being. Ultimately, this shift fosters a more harmonious and fulfilling life, surrounded by people who inspire and uplift their journey. Ceasing to compromise your authentic self. In a world that often pressures individuals to conform, many people find themselves compromising their true selves to fit in or gain approval. Whether it's adhering to societal expectations, playing roles to please others, or hiding unique qualities out of fear of judgment, these compromises can lead to a life that feels disconnected and unfulfilling. During a spiritual awakening, highly spiritual souls recognize the cost of this behavior and begin to embrace their authentic selves fully. Ceasing to compromise your authentic self requires deep self-awareness and courage. It means peeling away the masks worn to fit societal norms and standing in your truth unapologetically. Highly spiritual individuals realize that their quirks, flaws, and uniqueness are not weaknesses, but integral aspects of who they are. Instead of seeking validation from others, they cultivate self-acceptance and live in alignment with their values, passions, and beliefs. This shift may initially create discomfort, as authenticity often challenges existing dynamics and expectations. However, it also brings immense freedom and joy. Living authentically attracts people and opportunities that resonate with one's true nature, creating a life that feels deeply aligned and meaningful. By ceasing to compromise, spiritual souls reclaim their power, honor their journey, and inspire others to embrace their own authenticity with confidence and grace. Quitting the fear of death. The fear of death is one of humanity's deepest anxieties, yet it is an inevitable part of life. Overcoming this fear begins with understanding its roots. Most often, the fear of death stems from the unknown, the loss of control, and the uncertainty about what lies beyond. By addressing these concerns, you can gradually shift your perspective and live more freely. Start by embracing the present moment. Fear of death often arises when we fixate on the future or what we cannot change. Practicing mindfulness helps you focus on the here and now, allowing you to savor life's beauty without being paralyzed by fear of its end. Educate yourself on the natural cycle of life. All living beings are part of this cycle, and death is not the opposite of life, but a continuation of existence in another form. Philosophies and spiritual teachings often highlight death as a transition rather than an end, which can be profoundly comforting. Lastly, recognize that fear is only as powerful as the attention you give it. Surround yourself with supportive people and activities that bring you joy and meaning. Fill your life with purpose, and you'll discover that the fear of death fades as you focus on truly living. In the end, the antidote to fearing death is embracing life wholeheartedly. Now that we've explored how to quit the fear of death, remember, it's all about embracing the present and focusing on what truly matters. Life is a precious gift, and by letting go of that fear, you make room to experience all it has to offer. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living a purposeful life. Until next time, stay fearless and keep thriving.